So someone tells me, well, we need to make a lot of small black-owned business. I'm against black-owned business. Because guess what? All black people, when they come out, they want to start up what? Nail salons. They want to start selling all barbershops. They want to do all these small things. What do white people do when they're starting? Farms, gun ranges. They want to start all these big things. And I give them an example. People are going to be out here hating Kylie Jenner. Let me tell you one thing about Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner is one smart lady. She knows she doesn't know nothing about marketing. She knows she doesn't know anything about, e-commerce and anything like that. What is she going to do? She's going to find the people who know how to do it right. She builds a team. And then that team does what? Exactly. Yeah, so if you have enough money to pay the right team, you're going to be good to go. You're going to be good to go. You know? So you don't need to be like, you know what, I'm going to do everything myself. Because like a lot of people come to me, most especially black people, they're like, you know what, I'm going to start up my t-shirt business. I already bought a heat presser, vinyl cutters and everything. I'm going to do it myself. In my heart, I'm asking myself, why are you doing everything yourself? Because you're trading time for money. The same thing that you're doing at your job, the same thing that you were doing somewhere that you hate. So if you're willing to do that, you might as well just keep your job. Because doing the t-shirts and you're going to be doing everything yourself, you're going to be doing more work than you were doing at your job. And you're going to be making less money. So you might as well do what? Stay at your job. Because you're going to be making more money and you're not going to be paying more taxes.
Exactly.
You know?
I got two answers, sir.
Okay.
And you can shut it down for one.
No.
I feel like you shouldn't be upset with black-owned businesses, but I feel like you don't dislike black-owned. I feel like you dislike, because you're black-owned. Black-owned is just only a company.
No, I'm not black-owned. I'm nothing.
Huh?
I'm nothing.
Because you don't see it by color, but America is run by color. You got to be understanding that.
Look, just
hold on. Let me
okay.
So I feel like you shouldn't be mad about black owned. I feel like you should be. I feel like you dislike small businesses in general, not just black owned businesses. So I feel like you shouldn't just say black owned because that just seems like it's bad. And another thing is the system that I'm talking about, that I was talking about earlier.
Can I answer the first question first?
Yeah, sure.
For me saying that I don't like black owned, and just because people think small, the reason why I want to say that because I know there's a lot of sensitive people. And business is not all about is not all about being emotional. Business is all about being logic. You have to always think logic. Let me ask you one thing. What is one thing that most people think of emotionally? Feelings, relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Let me think about this, right? All dudes, what do dudes think with emotionally? Their dick. Has that ever got them anywhere successful? Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So you're not supposed to think with your dick. You're supposed to think with your brain. When business, there is no thinking with emotions. You don't think with emotions. You think logically. The reason why I don't want to. The reason why I say the words that I say the words, because I know soft people who are like people who are ice cold. They're gonna melt. No, I'm not changing my language. Do you know the reason why I would not change my language?
But you saying black owned, like black people doing stuff. I'm saying like you should say small businesses.
The reason why. Let me tell you what. I have mentors with me that are millionaires and billionaires.
Are they black?
Yes.
Exactly.
They're not black owned.
They don't own this stuff.
You see, you think
you don't own this stuff.
You see, this is
you got rappers. They're trying to own their own I don't know. It's
different.
It's different.
What you're saying, but
yeah,
it's
different. Let me say for this, right? If you black owned and you own, let me say a restaurant, right? When you own a restaurant and you got everything running for you, it doesn't matter if you have your family. When you die, what happens?
They can pass on to your kids or something like.
No, the reason why I don't want you see, language is a way of catching spells on our lives. The reason why I don't want to use the thing black owned because it affects us as people. You view yourself.
13%. That's what I'm saying. The system as well. Like you're really going to get the system. Like we move into a neighborhood, the whole market just goes down. That's bullshit. We're 13%.
Then don't buy with your name. Don't buy with your name. Don't buy you as yourself. You start up an investment group.
So
if I'm starting,
I have to sneak into a neighborhood. I have to sneak under a different identity.
No,
identity is something else.
Don't sneak into it. Right? Let me ask you a question, right? If you make your first $1 million, are you gonna own a house or are you gonna buy house rentals for other people to rent them and you make money? What are you gonna do? Exactly. You get what I'm saying?
Money that you have.
Would you buy house rentals in your name or would you buy house rentals in, let me say, an investment group or a company that you own?
Investment.
You know why? Because if you buy it in your investment group, that means the house value never goes down. It never goes down because your name is not on it. The reason why you start up
But
a business.
you don't see how fucked up America is? Like, if you put your name on it,
Yes,
shit goes down.
the same question I asked you. If you know bees sting everyone, right? So if a bee stings you, does that mean you have to go out and kill the whole bee kingdom? You know that's the nature of the bee, right? America is not a country. America used to be a country. It's not a country. It's a warehouse. It's a big industrial warehouse where everyone else lives. There's corporations, there's entities, and then there's people working for those entities. And those people who work for those entities, they live in the same they live around the same places. For example, Chinese people, right? Industrialization in China. People who are making clothes in China are making all these things. They have big warehouses where it's like a whole gated community. The warehouse, the place they live, the place they shop, market, and everything, and they get married in the same place.
Do you know what Black Wall Street is?
Yeah, I know what Black Wall Street, and do you know?
You don't want something like that. You don't want to have something.
Do you know why I don't want something like Black Wall Street?
Why?
Do you know what happened to it?
It got burned down by white people.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
It had power. That's the thing. You don't want power. You don't want something that.
Let me tell you what. If
they
you want,
intimidated, but we was able to have money to go into our communities 100 times.
We can do that.
We
can do that, and we can do that, and we still have that. How do you do it? If you know your enemy is gonna identify you by your color, why would you identify yourself by color? Don't identify yourself. No, this is what I'm saying, right? If you know the system is against you, you play according to the system, and you play against the system.
It's like hiding from yourself.
No, you're not hiding from yourself. Nobody needs to tell you who you are. You know who you are. If you need other people to identify, if you need other people to verify who you are, that means you're not comfortable with yourself.
That's what you just said.
No, you gotta be comfortable with yourself. When I'm comfortable, I'm African. I don't need to change my accent. When I came in America, I had a choice. I had a choice to change my accent and have the American accent. Guess what I did? I learned the American accent so that I know when I get a phone call, I can talk to you guys, and I'm talking like an American, but I'm not American. I've been able to close deals. This doesn't mean I'm hiding from my true identity. No, I know how the game goes. I know if I speak African, people are gonna look at me like, oh, he's not good enough, or he's not gonna be able to get things done. So when I pick up that phone, I'm gonna talk like that white American on the phone.
That's what we all do. But I'm saying
exactly. So it doesn't mean.
You also have to think about what he's saying is, even though he is African, it goes back generations.
Yeah, I don't hide from myself.
Even though he's African, hell, we all grew up with a certain language.
Yeah.
He grew up with an African language. You could have grew up with a Hebrew language.
But I came here and I adopted.
Grew up with Spanish or whatever. But it does not matter, because wherever you come from, you still got to.
Yeah. If I come in your house, I cannot make rules in your house. I have to play.
You gotta know where you're from.
Yeah.
Who you are, who your ancestors are.
Yeah.
And then you'll figure out who
I'm not gonna disrespect you. When I come to your house, I'm not gonna disrespect you. Just because other people come in your house and they disrespect you, that doesn't give me the right to come in your house and disrespect you. I'm African. When I come here, it doesn't mean for me to start speaking my language. I understand you guys speak English. I'm gonna need to adapt to that. I grew up speaking British English, so I had to learn how to speak American English. Yes, a lot of words sound funny to me. Yes, a lot of words you might not understand because I speak too fast. But I know I'm in your house. I respect you, so I'm gonna do according to what you do. But if I wanna get something, I'm gonna play according to your rules and get whatever I want to get on my own means, whatever needs necessary for me to be able to feed my people.
So after you get it, are you gonna change? Are you gonna try to make it your own? I mean, like, are you gonna try? So
let me show you how to get. Let me show you how to build the new Black Wall Street. The bad thing about Black Wall Street, if you build something and you put your name onto it, the same thing I showed you. When you want to buy a house, do you buy your house in your name or your company name?
You said you should buy it in your company.
If you should buy it in your company name, why should you create a country and you name it according to your personal name? You're supposed to name it according to what? Your entity name. They don't need to know you own it. If somebody doesn't know you own something, they will never come for you. If Donald Trump never became the president, nobody would know all these other strategies that he used to get where he is. You get what I'm saying? So this is how we build a new Black Wall Street. You probably right now you believe into rebuilding the neighborhood, right? Yeah. Do you believe in rebuilding the neighborhood? I think it's a nice strategy, but I don't think it's the best strategy. You cannot build on a broken foundation. You have to build on a new foundation. In America, you can buy land and you can own from scratch. Why don't we build from scratch? Do you hear of Montana? Do you know the kind of minerals in Montana? The same minerals in Montana, they're the same minerals in China, where the minerals in Montana, they're the same minerals that go into your cell phones, go into your laptops, everything. In Montana, they sell ranches on ranches for only $6 million, $1 million, $5 million. How do you build from scratch? Montana is full of white people. And all these white people in Montana, they're dying because they cannot produce to more kids, and a lot of people don't have jobs. Men are so depressed. They're drinking every day. There's not a lot of kids giving birth to. That means the population in Montana is gonna be going down in a few years. If you want to build from scratch, this is what you do. You go in Montana and you buy a ranch. $10 million, you're gonna get about 10,000 acres or more. Once you get this land, you start building a whole city on there. You start building a whole town on there. That's how you build a new Black Wall Street. But you don't name it to Black Wall Street. You let the place get its own name. Make sure you keep the word black out of it. You know why? Because you want other people to bring money to you. Do you hear Jewish people calling themselves Jewish-owned business? Do you hear Chinese people calling themselves Chinese-owned business? But yes, they're Chinese. Everybody knows that's a Chinese store. Everybody knows, oh, you're going to the Chinese restaurant, but it's called 888. They never call themselves the Chinese restaurant. You will call them Chinese restaurant. They will call themselves 888. Why do they call themselves 888? 888 is the entity. It's a Chinese restaurant. We understand, but it's not a Chinese-owned restaurant. You might see Chinese people in there. It doesn't mean Chinese people own it. Yes, now we know they own it. Do you know all these three Mercedes-Benzes that stand right there? Those are all Chinese people who own that. But do you see the little Chinese kids that walk there? They're all from the same household. But why is that? They learn how to play accordingly. So let me show you how we build from scratch. Now let me say you get a place like Montana, right? 10,000 acres or more. You buy the ranch and you start building onto there. Places where people are gonna live, medicine and stuff like that. Do we got people who are in medicine and they're black people?
Yeah.
Do we got carpentry?
Yes.
Do we got farming?
Yeah, everything.
Do we got everything?
Yes.
Yes. So build the place and let the people come to you. This is what you do. Have you ever heard of Chinatown or Koreatown?
Yeah. Like,
Do you know how they build them? Exactly the same way. They do not say, we're going to build this and we're going to call it this. No. They build the place, and a lot of people of the same color, they feel comfortable going there, they go there. But the entities are being owned by the same people or the same families. They play in mobs. If you play, your family, your business should...
find a whole bunch of people. That's why you need...
No, you don't need to find a whole lot of people. Remember the same thing that we talked about when we were starting this live. Eagles fly alone for a reason. And if eagles are the most strongest birds out here, and they're the most dangerous ones, you know what, right? If your grandma is in the kitchen, is your grandma gonna let anyone else to come in the kitchen and cook with her? Exactly. She's gonna cook alone and then call everybody when everything is done. Your grandma is an eagle. She flies alone. She cooks the food, she prepares the food, then everyone else comes and sits and eat with her. That's what you should do. Do not wait for other black people to come build something great. Build something great, call other black people when you're done, make money together. You get what I'm saying? So when, yeah. So the reason why I don't believe, the reason why I don't think rebuilding the black is the best way, because you cannot build on a broken foundation. They can still throw guns in your neighborhood. They can still put this. They can still put a abortion clinic next to you.